Alright, this is our RJ Speed digger car, RJ Speed. We have the Castle 9000 kV CM36 motor in it. We're running a Gens Ace 5000 mAh 40C 2S pack and a Mamba Max Pro with Spektrum radio gear and a Airtronics 94358 servo. Little overkill for this project, but that's how we like it here at RC Soup. We're gonna go ahead and put the body on. It has this unique system where you kind of like put the side on first and then pop it over the other side. And put body clips on it. They only sent me two. I'm not even using those. I'm just going to use these other spare nuts that they gave me. I'm not sure if that's what they're intended for, but we're just going to install them there and call it good. I didn't want to scratch the paint where all these things kind of get real close to those body mounts. So there's our RJ Speed car, ready to go. Digger. Alright, so we're back with our RJ Speed digger, about to turn it on and get this going for its maiden voyage. I've yet to drive this thing other than the carpet indoors, and really have no idea what to expect from it, so your guess is as good as mine. We'll see. I go slow here, it's supposed to be down. Around the tennis ball. Alright, here we are again. Take two, I suppose. I had to dial out some servo trim. It was pulling to the left pretty hard on that last thing. A lot of counter steering. And this will be our first, probably half speed run. We'll try that first. I did notice some cogging, so you'll probably see that too. Around that tennis ball. Alright, so after the last incident, you can see we took a chunk out of the tire, scratched the roof a little bit, but nothing too severe. Nothing's broken. We're going to go again and see what this does. Alright, so just checked out the damage we sustained from our last incident, we'll call it, and it looks like we broke this pin right off. It sheared right off at the nut. So I don't know how good you can see that, but still in there. Don't have a spare, so this is definitely a hobby shop trip. Alright, well, I'm back from the hobby shop. Buddy Boys RC hooked me up. They had didn't quite have the right part, but they do stock some RJ Speed stuff, and they ended up having a kingpin for the Legends and Sport car, and so it's a little bit longer, so we had to shim it out with these spacers, but I mean, it does work just the same as the regular one. It's threaded on the top, E-clip on the bottom. It's just a little bit longer, kind of cobbed, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do in a pinch. Alright, this is, we had to do a little trackside mod here. Trim the bumper down a little bit. It probably should get trimmed all the way off. When you get on the wheelie bar there, the body was scraping, and I think that's kind of what launched us into orbit that last time and broke that kingpin. Also wanted to show you just how fast this thing really is by putting it under no load, which probably is not a smart idea, but this is like a tenth of the throttle right there, getting into about half, and there's full speed. And I just got a piece of tire thrown at my face. So yeah, pretty fast, and we'll see what it does this time. This is barely using any throttle. So that last crash broke another hinge pin. Almost did approach full throttle. I think we were about 70%. Yeah, this motor is definitely overkill for this car. And seeing this, you know, there's no suspension on it, so I think I'm actually going to, for the sake of stupidity, just drive this thing with 3 tires. As you can see, it actually does go. Just, I'm not going to turn right. And see how this works. So that probably wasn't the smartest idea. But nothing major, except for maybe that. Probably not supposed to be that way. It looks actually like the, get this body off here. The screws that hold the wheel onto the hub actually tore out of there. And yeah, luckily there's 2 more mounting spots. They only have you mount 2 out of the 4 locations. Not sure why. Probably a normal motor isn't as hard on it as this motor is. But maybe for the next run and attempt, we'll bolt all 4 screws through there. Maybe replace the hub. We'll have to see how kind of shape that's in. The servo actually came unstuck too. That's just held in there by servo tape, but that's not a big deal. So looks like we'll have to replace this kingpin that sheared off again at that same spot, and fix the hub. Got a little bit of chassis scuffs, but overall not too bad. Held up better than I expected. The spur especially, I thought we were gonna pretty much obliterate that right from the start. But yeah, this is Project Overkill, and definitely living up to its name.